So, the Festival of Universes has been open for a couple of days by now, and there's a lot to know about it. In this video, I will be covering how to get glory points efficiently, how to quickly increase camaraderie, and touch up on the rewards. You know, the whole 9 yards. So, let's get to talking about it. At the Festival of Universes main counter, you can choose which universe you want to fight for, between Universe 6, 7, and 11, each of them having their own colored uniforms. Red for Universe 6, blue for Universe 7, and a mix of red and blue for Universe 11. Once you make your choice, you can pick up your uniform from the time-space delivery. The whole point of the festival is to participate in missions to earn glory points for your universe. The less members a team has, the higher the point bonus multiplier will be for that team. This multiplier does not get applied directly to the individual, but rather to the overall score of the team. At the time of recording, Universe 6 has the least amount of members and has a multiplier of 1.61. Universe 11 has the second least and has a 1.46 multiplier, and Universe 7, having the most players, does not have a multiplier at all. Now, week by week, different missions will also give you a multiplier on your glory points. It's important that you are paying attention to what kind of missions are giving this bonus, and you can clearly see which counter you'll want to go to by the exclamation point above the robot. For this first week of the festival, certain parallel quests will give you 10 times more points than others. And these missions will be marked with a special icon so you can easily find them on the list. These parallel quests are numbers 4, 36, 82, and 98. As to be expected, getting the ultimate finish on parallel quests will grant you more glory points than you would without it. When you get the ultimate finish on these parallel quests, Parallel Quest 4 will give you 30 points, 36 will give you 120, with 82 and 98 granting you 220. Probably the best one to do this week is 82, as it's one of the ones that gives more glory points and can be done faster on average than 98 in my experience. Something worthy of note is that Parallel Quest 4 does have time patrollers you can fight, but fighting them does not get you any more glory points, so it's really not worth it to go the extra mile in that case. You can choose to do these missions online here in the festival lobby, or you can go into Canton City to do them offline. You'll get the same amount of glory points either way, but the thing I'm about to talk about next will probably have you wanting to do them offline, at least for the first couple of weeks. And that thing would be Comraderie. You see, in the festival lobby, there are 20 total characters that you basically have to build up friendship with, very similar to how you built it with your mentors. This week, 10 of the 20 are available to be spoken to, but only 5 of them will spawn in at a time. And it's random which ones will show up. They can change each time you complete a mission. But if you need to speak to a specific one, there is a trick you can do to fairly quickly try and get them to change. You can go into a mission lobby, then just immediately leave it. Rinse and repeat this process if necessary until the character you're looking for spawns in. The characters available this week are Goku, Krillin, Videl, Majin Buu, Hit, Zamasu, Raditz, Nappa, Deborah, and Dispo. Each character has 5 stars to obtain, and each star has a bar that you need to fill up. You will get your first star for free simply by talking to them once. For stars 2, 3, and 4, you can fill the bar up about 3/4 of the way very quickly simply by talking to the character. Each character has 2 different dialogues that they can give you at random, and after you have heard them both, you will then need to complete missions in order to fill it up the rest of the way. All 10 characters will have their bar filled at the same time if you simply do missions and earn glory points, albeit extremely slowly. This is where doing parallel quests offline comes into play. If you fill your party with the character that you want to build camaraderie with, their bars will fill up noticeably faster. So, doing Parallel Quest 82 offline with NPC teammates kills 2 birds with 1 stone this week, in the sense that you're earning a good sum of glory points and camaraderie at the same time. However, if you're watching this further into the future, when this quest isn't giving bonus points anymore, or if you're just not that concerned about getting glory points, you can just do Parallel Quest 83, then just gather the Dragon Balls instead of actually fighting Broly to get the mission done in about 30 seconds or so. Once you have filled the bar for the 3rd star, the character you're building Comraderie with will give you a Super Mix Capsule and a Demon Realm Crystal. Upon filling the 4th bar, they will give you a t-shirt that basically has a load screen that features them on it, and you will be given the option to fight them. When you defeat them in this fight, you will be granted their 5th star, and they will then grant you a preset that has their special festival skill equipped. You cannot equip these skills to your CAC, nor can you equip them to a custom mentor if that option is available to the character in question. You can only use these festival skills by choosing the designated preset that they come equipped to. After all of this is done, you can then speak to the character again to have a serious fight with them. And they actually are a pretty competent AI that even has the ability to use a limit burst. But there really is no reason to do this fight unless you really want to, as you're not granted any rewards for winning. Now, you might be wondering where the other 10 characters are, and most likely they will make their appearance next week, and the Comraderie characters will just alternate as a new week begins. Quick shoutouts to Eva, who's a frequent viewer of mine, for helping me get all of this Comraderie information together. Now let's dive into the rewards. You can check the general reception counter to take a look at these at any time. As far as the weekly rewards go, you will be rewarded a certain number of TP medals depending on your in-team ranking, and if you hit the target number of glory points for that week, you will receive an extra reward. This week, the target is 3,500, and you will receive 250 TP medals. These weekly rewards alternate between TP medals, a Dragon Ball, and the new Zeno button in that order. The Zeno button is a new item that you use in battle that will increase your damage by 900%. It's a one-time use item, and you can only use it in parallel quests and expert missions, so you'll want to use it wisely. The overall rewards are dependent on your overall placement both inside and outside of your team. Getting in the top 100 overall will grant you the Super Saiyan Blue Aura as well as 1,000 TP medals, with placements below 100 only getting decreasing number of TP medals from there. Your placement within your team is just going to get you some extra TP medals, but that's only if you're able to make it into the top 3 of your team. Now, the other rewards section is where the real good stuff is. The participation reward is just the uniform you get when you choose your team, but when you take a look at the total glory points rewards, there is a lot of good stuff here. It says that they can be claimed at the end of each week. As of right now, I'm not sure if your glory points will reset at the start of each week, or if they will just be accumulated for the whole 9 weeks, but I'll probably make a follow-up video next week to clarify a couple of things. The important thing to note here is the target points, so try to reach that by the end of the week. The important milestones here are 1,500 points for the new Super Soul, and if I can find the effect for it, then I'll go on ahead and slap that up on screen there for you. Then at 9,500 points, you'll get the Custom Piccolo Clothes, 21,500 for the Potential Unleashed Aura, 29,000 for the Custom King Kai Clothes, 37,500 for the Custom Goku Turtle Hermit Clothes, and 47,000 for the Super Saiyan Aura. Just a couple of minor notes here before I wrap up. We already know that expert missions will be the mission type that gives bonus points for the second week, thanks to a post on the Dragon Ball Games Twitter, but we don't know exactly which ones will be giving a bonus, so keep an eye out for the special icon when that time rolls around. There's also a tournament shop clerk, but it's not open right now, and I assume this will be for when they have those themed online PvP tournaments. Also, I decided to try out Krillin's milk delivery mission, since there was an article with an interview in it that recommended we try it out, and it only gave me 4 glory points. So unless this mission gives a 100 times bonus for doing it sometime in the future, this suggestion ought to be disregarded. And that about does it for the Festival of Universes, so I think that'll be about my cue to bounce. I hope you found what you were looking for in this video, and until we meet again, make sure you take care. See ya!